So, dear students, let us discuss the next topic, that is religious renaissance in India. So, when we think of religious renaissance, Atmiya Sabha and Prarthana Samaj are quite important. So, Atmiya Sabha and Prarthana Samaj are quite important. So, they are part of the Indian religious renaissance. So as you know, Raja Ram Mohan Roy and other leaders, they were concerned with the reforms within Hindu society. So first their purpose was social reform, which led away to expression in literature also. So literature was only a means to express their articulations, to express their sentiments regarding reformation. First they wanted the evolution of Hindu society, and there was a challenge whether to adopt Western measures or whether they should go back to the springs of Hinduism. See, now as you know, Raja Ram Mohan Roy of course wanted English education, fine, but at the same time he didn't want to break away totally from Indian religion also. So this is where religious renaissance comes. So as we have already discussed, people like Henry Derozio, they were quite anglicized, westernized, and Derozio men especially, they were so much against Indian way of life, mocking the everything which was Indian, so this led to quite an amount of speculation and return back to Hinduism, you can say. So intellectuals like Raja Ram Mohan Roy understood the limitations of both Hindu and Christian cultures. Now, no religion is entirely perfect. It will have its own flaws. So sane-minded people, like Raja Ram Mohan Roy and others, they understood the merits and demerits of both the religions. So that is why they formed informal groups like Atmiya Sabha, Theosophical Society, Prarthana Samaj, etc., wherein they used to conduct debates and all. Like they used to discuss a deep study of Hinduism and Christianity. Now, Raja Ram Mohan Roy's argument was against studying only Vedanta, about soul, super soul, and all. At that time he wanted really English education so as to know science also. But at the same time he was very much aware of the springs of Hinduism and both Hinduism and Christianity. So there were many people like Devendranath Tagore, Dwarakanath Tagore, forefathers of Rabindranath Tagore. So they used to discuss all these things. So Atmiya Sabha was established in the year 1814. So main activity was conducting debates and discussions about monolithic Hindu Vedantism. I hope you know about Vedanta, Upanishads. See, it's wonderful actually to study Hindu Vedanta. Upanishad, see, ultimately all the religions say the same thing. There is one supreme power which controls the whole universe, which is referred to as God or divinity in all the religions. Nirakara, Parabrahma, Atma, Super, all these things are same actually in all the religions. So see, in Hindu religion, the salvation of the soul is given more importance. That is called moksha. ಸೊ ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಲೀನ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಅಂತ ಹಿಂದೂಯಿಸಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಕಿಡಿಗಳು, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಒಂದು ಅಂಶ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. ತತ್ವಮಸಿ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅಹಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಸ್ಮಿ, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ರಿಲಿಜನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಹೋಲ್ uh, religious system. Anyway, so one was Atmiya Sabha, next one is Prarthana Samaj. So what do you mean by Prarthana Samaj? A society, prayer society. So this was founded by Dadoba Panduranga. The main purpose was again social and cultural reform. Now Prarthana Samaj people, they were influenced by Bhakti Panth writers, singers, saints, Tukaram, Namdev, Marathi, saints were there, no? But it was not limited only to bhajans and all. See, for that matter, temples, mosques, churches, they are all part of society. They do some social reform also. See, other than these prayers, Prarthana Samaj did quite a lot of things such as cultural reformation, educating the people. See, Swamiji's pravachanas and all, no? Or fathers, really, sermons, or masjid mullahs, invocations and all. They all are about doing good to people. See, they told you should change. So this society, prayer society, helped in all these things. Widow remarriages, abolition of child marriage, infanticide. So these were, see, Hinduism at that time had a lot of evil things. Widows, Satya system, just think of it. Then widows, ಬಾಲ್ಯ ವಿವಾಹಗಳಾಗ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಪಾಪ ಆ 9 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಹುಡುಗಿಯರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಜೀವಮಾನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ವಿಡೋಗಳಾಗಿ ಕೂದಲನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದು ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬದುಕ್ತಿದ್ರು ನೋಡಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಥರ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ಗಳಾಗ್ತಿದ್ವು. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಹುಡುಗಿ ತುಂಬ ವಯಸ್ಸಾದವ್ರನ್ನ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗೋದು. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಂಟಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ were the most suffering ones. So Prarthana Samaj paid importance to all those things. Yeah, the Prarthana Samaj members were followers of the great people like Namdev and all. So important leaders, R.G. Bhandarkar, Mahadev Govinda Ranade. So these were some of the important leaders of Prarthana Society. This just delete, okay? Title should not be Michael Madhusudan Dutt. Yeah, overall Prarthana Samaj members were the followers of the great religious tradition of the Maratha saint Namdev and Tukaram. They were good influence on society also. So this good work was continued by these people. Bhandarkar, Mahadev Govinda Ranade, etc. So let us have a quick discussion. So what do you mean by Atmiya Sabha? A Sabha consisting of Atmiya people. It was started by Raja Ram Mohan Roy in the year 1814. The main activity of the Sabha was conducting discussion and debate sessions on monolithic Hindu Vedantism and similar subjects. Weekly meetings. So they used to have weekly meetings in Ram Mohan Roy's garden house. Most of these were informal meetings. Dwarakanath Tagore, Nandakishore Bose were some of the important participants. Bengali elite class people. Prarthana Samaj means prayer society in Sanskrit. Prarthana Samaj also was a movement for religious and social reform in Bombay. It was founded by Pandurang, Dadoba Pandurang and his brother Atmaram Pandurang in 1863, when Keshav Chandra Sen visited Maharashtra. Its aim was to make people believe in only one God and only one supreme God. So as I have told you, see this Atmiya Sabha, Prarthana Samaj, Brahmo Samaj and all, they taught about one supreme soul. It became popular after Mahadev Govinda Ranade joined. The precursors of the Prarthana Samaj was the Paramahamsa Sabha. So this is one more small group. Say you should not confuse Paramahamsa Sabha with the Ramakrishna Mission, okay? This is different. The Prarthana Samaj members were followers of the great religious tradition of the Marathi saint Namdev and Tukaram. Though they were religious, they did not regard the Vedas as infallible. They drew their ideas from scriptures and the hymns of the old Maratha poet. See now, this one Atmiya Sabha and all, they were all for Vedantism. They believed Vedas to be supreme, whereas Prarthana Samaj was more about saints and all. I hope you know about these saints, no? Bhakti Marga. Bhakti movement you must have studied in history. So individual salvation and all through Bhakti Marga. So that is given more importance in Prarthana Samaj. So these Marathi poets had inspired a movement of resistance to the Mughals, return back to Hinduism. The primary focus of the Prarthana Samaj was on social and cultural reform. So other than, unlike Atmiya Sabha, Prarthana Samaj did some social reform also. Prarthana Samaj critically examined the relations between contemporary social and cultural systems and religious beliefs. See, religion, society, culture, they are all related, no? And gave priority to social reform. Prarthana Samaj had a comprehensive view of reform, which helped in the improvement of the lot of women and remarriage of widows, abolition of child marriages and ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಂಟ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನಾ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಅದೇ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಸುಧಾರಣೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ. ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಈ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮೇಲಿನ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯಗಳಿವೆಲ್ಲ, ಬಾಲ್ಯ ವಿವಾಹ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ತಡೆಯಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಯಿತು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಟು R.G. Bhandarkar as renowned Sanskrit scholar, Pandurang Mahadev Ranade. So Atmiya Sabha and Prarthana Samaj by and large are part of the early Indian religious reform. So idu main idralli the meeting of the East and the West led to many upheavals, changes and reforms within the Indian society. So these sabhas, they are a sort of resistance, answer to the increasing westernization. Reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy and the educated intellectuals understood the limitations of both Western and Indian religious systems. See, they were not blindly following either the West or the East religious systems. They tried to understand the role of religion, why religion is important to us, what is the relationship between religion and culture, religion and superstition, religion and tradition, religion and modernity. So there were many groups like Atmiya Sabha, Theosophical Society, etc., which debated these issues in a very broad-minded manner. So there were years of hectic activity. See, this 1835 onwards, they were quite fertile years in the history of India. While being attracted by Christianity, thinkers like Ram Mohan realized that a bigoted Christian was as conceited as a bigoted Hindu. In order to improve the conditions of society, these societies made a deep study of both Hinduism and Christianity in an attempt to revive Hinduism and also to reform it. So basically, what was the purpose of Atmiya Sabha and Prarthana Samaj? To reform the society through the means of religion and religious discussion, and as a byproduct, they used to give speeches, hold meetings, and they were able to influence the society at a large also. So which is a very important thing. ಇವುಗಳು ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಗಳಾಗಿದ್ವು. ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಸಮಾಜವನ್ನು ಸುಧಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಸುಮಾರು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಸಮಾಜದ ಕಂದಾಚಾರಗಳು, ಇದು ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯದ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿನ ಶೋಷಣೆಗಳು, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಿವಾರಣೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವು. ಸೊ ಇದೇ ಮುಂದುವರೆದು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಸುಧಾರಣೆಗಳು ಆದವು. ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಸುಧಾರಣೆಗಳೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಸುಧಾರಣೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಆದವು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್.